Just last week, federal agents raided 2 homes of rapper and music mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs in Los Angeles and Miami. Combs is the subject of a federal investigation.
The first of all is there has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
You're not going to believe the I must spill the tea. The Globe is in shock when the band revealed some surprising information today. Video that shows her boyfriend Jay-Z getting a touch too close to Diddy himself on Chila's streets. Conversing, and this scandal is about to explode.
Hey, what's up, Diddy? How you doing? Hey, is it true that Cassie's pregnant? What's up, man? Hey, you looking good, Diddy, man. You getting buff, man. How was Pilates?
You gotta take them.
So,
just jumping out on a motherfucker like that, please, man. It's just like a mutual respect.
Okay.
I'm always cool with y'all.
Okay, that's cool, man. All right, hey, well, that's cool, man. Yeah, just everybody wanted to know about Cassie. They were happy for her about the pregnancy. So, all right, man. Well, good seeing you, Diddy, bro. Take care.
Apparently, they discovered her husband's hidden rondo, and she wasn't having it. Rather of remaining silent, she chose to reveal the let me tell you. The video she shared is juicy from the whole affair to the world, making it the biggest celebrity scandal of the year. And we're going to get into all the juicy details. So grab a popcorn and buckle up for an exciting journey, as this narrative has only just begun.
Says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. He says something fabulous and he goes, yo, no, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What are you talking about? When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. When you see Jay the Kid put his head down, like, while we stuck here right now, and the cameras is rolling, everybody see, don't make like it's just me, man. Fluffy do some like a little fluffy stuff
now
going
you guys
on. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding. Let me get out of no, dude, take me, that's what a guy says to a girl.
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy. I don't have no beef with Fifth. He loves me. Y'all can't see that he loves me? You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? You know he loves me.
I don't think he like it.
You know he loves me.
Will not accept it. What information has been leaked? It seems that Queen was the one who spilled the tea and revealed her man's robust. Indeed, the video she released is authentic. It's not a hazy, fuzzy jumble that might have been anybody. In the footage, there is unmistakable proof that Jay-Z and Diddy are flirting behind Bond's back. Diddy and Jay-Z seem quite comfortable with one another, whispering and laughing as if they are privy to a secret. There's no mistaking the way they're sitting so close to one another, with Dia's hand on Jay's knee as if it belonged there, or the icy way they're staring at each other. They had chemistry, but the real issue is, why did Vance choose to release this video in the first place? Streets were claiming that while she had long suspected Jay-Z was suspicious of her, she had concrete evidence until some now believe that she released the video to alert Jay to the fact that she is watching him and his underbelly. Fragments.
The other freedom I see in the album is just a freedom for couples who have gone through something.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. You know, it's almost a cliche, you know, the celebrity couple, you know, they get together, they break up, you know, I'm like, well, who else are they gonna go out with? But for some reason, you took an unprecedented stand to fight for this marriage. I mean, to fight for it and to put it all out there. What is it about this marriage that's so special that you would fight this hard to save it?
Well, it's my soulmate, it's the person I love, you know, and you can be in love with someone, you can love someone and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications, period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And, you know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, you know, to break that cycle. For Black men and women, you know, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
That's beautiful.
Like real people.
Yeah. What advice would you have for men who have caused pain in marriages? I mean, it's easy. I mean, somebody like you. I mean,
that's beautiful. You know, in our case,
that's a level of strength really on both sides. I mean, if the shoe had been on the other foot, you know, if the transgressions had been on her side, do you think you would be able to be as forgiving of her as she was of you?
I hope. Again, because I love her the same way. No matter what side, I love her the same way. I pray that I will, because her strength and her, man, she's the strongest woman I know. Like her and my mother, they battling for number one.
Beautiful. I just want to say to you, you are blazing a trail, for a lot of us to follow. But financially, culturally, the idea of confession could save so much pain and suffering in politics and every place else. I honor you. One of the guys said, just make sure to ask him before he leaves, is he in the Illuminati? And I said, no, I'm not gonna ask that, but are you?
I'm in the new Illuminati.
That's good. Let's give it up for Sean J.G. Carter. First guest on the Man Jones Show.
She just became tired of all the secrets and lies and chose to take action by telling the world the truth. But can you really blame her if your guy was? Would you not want everyone to know about it, as well as who's walking out on you with his homeboy?
Who's the most important person in your life?
I can't say one person.
You don't want to get in trouble with anybody.
No. And, people, I have so many important people to me. I really do.
Is your husband comfortable living with somebody as competitive and as ambitious as you are?
You have to ask my husband, but I think so. I'm competitive really with myself.
Right.
Honestly. Like every time I start an album, I go and watch all of my performances and I try to figure out, okay, what is it that I could have done better, or what worked? And really my references, I go back to myself and trying to better myself. So I'm really tough on me, more so than anyone else. I'm not a competitive person that walks in thinking about other people and how I can compete with them, or especially not my husband. Not at all.
No, but you're a workaholic.
A bit of it, definitely. But I am a lot better. I have to say, I have to give myself that credit. I'm going to take time off, and even with this tour, I scheduled 2 weeks off after a month so I can go away and enjoy my life and smell the roses. So I'm working on that, and I'm not as bad as I used to be.
Whatever her motivations, one thing is certain, Van Eyck is not messing around with her. She is not letting her husband know that she will not put up with any disrespect or infidelity from him, even if he is the renowned Jay-Z.
So it's a guy, right? It's a guy named Uncle Ron, right? I don't know if you've seen this video. You should have seen the video. It went viral. It was a real big video, man. It went viral, man. And his name is Uncle Ron. And he claims that he used to work for Puffy. He was one of Puffy bodyguards. And he said that Puffy offered him $30,000 to kill Biggie for his publishing. How you feel about that, yo? And do you know this guy?
Well, first and foremost, you got to realize this. Anybody could come on this internet and say anything, right? And dude is getting a whole lot of attention because people are even calling me, asking me about him, and I don't know him from a can of paint. He even mentioned my name, saying that I know. I know what I know. I don't know what he knows. But I do know this, that it's only 3 people that had contracts with Puff and Bad Boy. Me, Wolf, and Paul Offord. If he didn't come through Paul Offord Security, Green Gate Security, he didn't have a contract with Puff. Because anybody who worked for Puff, other than me and Wolf, came through Green Gate Security. That was Paul's security thing.
especially at the time that he was saying that he worked for Puff, or Puff offered him $30,000. Now, anybody knows this, that Bad Boy took 50% of all this artist publishing, right? 50% of all the artist publishing straight out the rip. Then Puff gave Big $200,000 for the rest of his publishing. So what publishing did he was trying to get and keep from Puff? You understand? What publishing was Puff was trying to get when he already had it? He had already paid for it. What part of the catalog was he talking about? I don't understand that. And then he said that Puff offered him $30,000. I can't say he lied, but I can say that he wasn't a part of Bad Boy security that I know. I knew everybody who worked during them days. You understand? And I don't know dude from a can of paint.
So whoever this Uncle Ron dude is, he's a liar then. He's a fraud.
Is he a fraud? Bruh, he's what he is. He wasn't part of our security that I knew of. Not at that time. He never been on no trips with us. He never been at no parties, no nothing. So is he a fraud? The internet will have the real niggas looking fake and the fake niggas looking real. Put it together. How could he want Biggie publishing when he already had it? That's where he fucked up at. That's where he fucked up at. How you want something that you already own?
Yeah, you right. You right.
I know I am. That's where he fucked up at. Bad Boy owns 50% of the shit already as an artist. They got 100%. Bad Boy takes 50% right off the top. Then he gave Big $200,000 for the rest of his publishing. So now the other stuff goes to the producers or whatever, of the music. So what is he talking about?
Nonetheless, the scandal is far from over. Everyone is anticipating the major fallout from this leaked tape and how Jay-Z and Diddy will. In response, would they attempt to deny everything and ignore it? Or will they come honest and the Queen for forgiveness? For herself, the drama is just getting started, and I'll be watching every sultry moment as it happens. The fallout from this scandal has been unprecedented. As soon as the hacked video appeared online, it quickly gained. Fans of The Blaze were going crazy trying to make sense of everything, and every outlet was being covered by the media in a big way. Running about trying to get the inside word on this juicy affair, but what about the folks in the center? How did they respond when their unwashed laundry was revealed? Released for public viewing, and let me tell you, it's been a mixed bag. For his part, Jay-Z has been attempting to play it. He hasn't made many statements in public, but those close to him claim that he has been reportedly under stress behind the scenes. He's been ringing B's phone nonstop in an attempt to rectify the situation and make himself understood, but it seems that Bot isn't having it. For now, she's putting herself first and giving him the cold shoulder.
And real quick, I have to go back to the raid real quick with Diddy. Mm-hmm. His sons were there and he was not there at the houses. And he was quiet.
That was the worst part of that.
To see his sons being hacked.
How the f do you force your kids to do your perp walk? That was the worst part, and all I could think about was Kim and Misa.
The girls.
Just her son. He left their son to be walked out backwards on camera for the world to see. Thank God Kimura got the girls. Misa's son. Misa and Wolf's son.
Man.
And Quincy's missing.
Quincy's missing. Ah. And lastly,
after he was questioned by the feds.
after?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was in witness protection right now. Which means his father ain't never gonna see him again.
Have we seen the last, or is this just the beginning of that saga?
It's just getting started.
True.
Which is why I think people are so uncomfortable about me being in this position right now, because of my press pass and because I'm gonna be in the courtroom for the Keffe D trial. If we get to the bottom of Tupac's when that is finally revealed, 15 other will be revealed with it. And you will find that they were all committed by the same two people, father and son.
Were you surprised by Keffe D's arrest for Tupac?
No. I'm just surprised that he hasn't given it up yet. I'm surprised that he hasn't gone to the feds yet, because he just got stabbed in jail.
Yes, he did.
He's been beaten 3 times. And I'm going to say it for a fact. I know you the one pulling the strings. Reggie Wright Jr. Stop putting your dirty work on other people.
D.I., on the other hand, seems to be gaining attention after sharing the truth in a mysterious Instagram message. Always appears with a grinning emoji. Some believe he's attempting to create more controversy, while others, I believe he's simply having fun watching Jay's wriggle.
You know exactly what you are. And so help me God if you don't keep my name out your mouth.
With the last time you were on the couch, you had mentioned, and it's crazy that you say these things, you talk about Bad Boy, you speak on Heavy D, you speak on I'll Be Sure.
Yeah.
And you say, like, look who's standing. And now I'll Be Sure is now, he's being cryptic. Not too cryptic, but he's now.
He's very cryptic.
He's very cryptic. But
he's speaking louder than he's ever spoken before.
Ever.
And the reason why he's cryptic is for the sake of his son. Imagine having an enemy that has a position of influence in your child's life and knowing that that person sends you notes and messages every now and then. If you don't do this, if you don't do that, that boy is allegedly. Imagine that. Imagine that your baby mama is telling you that if you don't do what he wants you to do, he's gonna child. And you know he's capable of it. Allegedly. Story in the Bible. 2 women had 2 babies. One woman went to sleep, rolled over on her baby. The other woman's baby was just fine. The woman whose baby she got up, she went and stole the baby from her roommate. Then they fought over who the mother was. They went before the king, King Solomon. He heard both sides of the story and said, give me a knife. Give me a sword. He got the sword and he was like, I'm gonna cut the baby in half and each of you can have a piece and then we'll be done with it. It was the real mother that said, don't harm that baby, she can have him. Why is nobody willing to accept, as monstrous as people are finding out that Diddy is now, that he wouldn't be willing to split Quincy in half? Because he would.
Yeah, he said some years ago, like during a TV show, that he would like harm his own mother to get what he wanted, or something along those lines. So,
well, I don't blame him for wanting to harm that. She's his victimizer and his pimp. She is first pimp.
Okay.
Her siblings have been considering Nicki Minaj sent a meme on Twitter that seemed to be disparaging Jay-Z, and Rihanna shared one on Twitter. Kim Kardashian joined in, sharing a picture with Bland as a way to send her encouragement to keep going. The picture, every tale has 2 sides to it.
You know, your Bible story, I have to just sidetrack real quick and ask you this question. Or get your thoughts on it. There's a man who recently married conjoined twins. And he's only marrying one of them while the other is attached by the hip, and they both share the same bottom parts. Is there anything that you feel wrong with that? Freaky or indifferent?
I mean, question is, what's wrong with the bitches down with it?
It does raise questions.
Like, you forcing your sister to get raped so you can get off.
Well, the sister says she has to put on headphones to kind of zone out.
Yeah, but she's still feeling it.
Yeah, man. That is still happening.
You forcing your sister to get raped. She don't want that nigga. you want that nigga. That's what I hear. As a selfish bitch.
So, right.
She's sitting over there with her headphones on. La 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 la. What kind of wants to be in those kind of conditions? I'm only in love with the right side of you. The left side. I don't know who that bitch she can get this too. Like, that's how this sound to me.
Crazy.
I don't know, am I sounding crazy?
No, you're right. You're making some points. Valid point.
Everybody selfish except for the bitch with the headphones. The thing that's tripping me out is, why don't you grab, like, are you in control of any part of the body? Like, you need to take a free hand and start beating the out of them every time they get to. I bet you he don't want it no more than. Like, give you a little skillet, and as soon as they get the fuck bang, headphone, bitch, get a pan. Like, I don't. Fucking la 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 la.
We hope she finds a man herself. We hope. We hope she finds a man herself.
I so can. Wild in this world, yo.
It's funny, you open up Beyonce's internet, it just gets weird.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
that
it.
That belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
Half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these things.
Why don't nobody want to accept that bitch?
I think she
went and killed the girl Cat.
Social media, the Bay High Court has been actively shaming Diddy and Jay-Z for filth, claiming they no longer respect them and demanding a boycott of their music. Some fans are even conjecturing that this may be the end for Jay-Z and Vance's marriage, but not everyone believes this scandal is what it seems to be. Some individuals believe that the whole situation may be a marketing ploy to generate interest in Bond's recently released album or Jay's impending. Others believe there's more to the tale than meets the eye, and that the film may have been taken out of context.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician. And she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
What makes you so vocal? Like,
I'm tired.
So you just
I just want to skip to the end. All this shit is up. Oh, you niggas is weird. Go to jail and let's move on and let Generation Z make their own problems, make their own choices. These kids are living the consequences of what Gen X did and don't even know why they're doing it because everyone's lying.
So
corporate Takeoff's death wasn't nothing but a corporate hostile takeover using his life as the god. Oh my God.
Man, R.I.P. Takeoff.
That boy died so they could cash in a insurance policy and to cover up the fact that Rock Nation was ripping Megan away from 300. I guess nobody's paying attention to the fact that complete control of Megan Thee Stallion's career was taken over right after Takeoff died, and the Prince family were forced to leverage and let her go, even though they did not want to. Isn't that interesting?
Houston politics. Let me ask you, because...
and I'm not saying allegedly.
Oh.
I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangster in Houston. Why did that house burn up? Who the fuck goes to their childhood house for a visit and the shit goes up in flames?
One thing is certain. This scandal has people talking. Conversing as of now, this year's largest celebrity news story is here to stay, and it doesn't seem like it will soon end. Everyone is now wondering what will happen next, and if Jay-Z and the bands will be able to withstand this storm. Or will this be the tipping point that permanently ends their relationship? Time will tell, but one thing is certain. Every step they take and every tad of detail that comes to light will be monitored by us. This scandal has already shocked the entertainment industry to its core, but something tells me that the most startling discoveries are yet to come. Arrive.
That was very weird. The next day, within the week?
And no, the next day.
The next day.
And still, no real investigation on how the house just went up in flames.
Man.
I guess they paid y'all off. Like they paid y'all off for that Astro World.
So, let me ask you.
Texas politics.
Yeah, Texas politics, man. This is.
When you drive into Houston and old fucking Sam Houston sitting there, you can hear him talking. Every time I drive past Sam Houston on 45, you know what I hear when I see him? That's all I hear. The warden of the South.
Yeah.
Sitting there looking down on everybody. They made a big deal over Robert E. Lee. Imagine what they would do if you tried to take down old Sam Houston.
Come on now. It'd be a problem.
It'd be carnage.
It'd be a problem.
Sam Houston there, he gonna stay there.
So, Jack,
every time I drive past, that's all I hear.
Just Nick. Now, another thing that, of course, you spoke on last time was, and at the time it happened, was a slap by Will Smith to Chris Rock. We spoke on it. But since then, Jada Pinkett has written a book where she reveals that multiple times she tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Not saying exactly what the reason was.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get it done. Don't be bad at everything.
Shit. Yeah.
You was an all right actress. You was a terrible wife. You was a bad mother. You was a kid who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything.
their good friend who.
Bilal told me, Jada. He told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. Yes, he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview.
Yeah, in that interview, he said a lot. He said a lot.
He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden. He raped Bashir and he raped Meek Mills, and you know it, Bilal.
History, the narrative behind this relationship, is arguably more interesting than the scandal itself, Gal. It comes out from the scandal itself that there has been trouble brewing between Diddy and Jay-Z for years. And the streets have been chatting about their anxiety, but no one anticipated it would get to this extreme. C claims that Jay-Z's and Diddy, two of the biggest names in the music industry, have always had a little rivalry. And for a while there have been rumors of envy and one-upmanship between them, but no one anticipated that it would overlap with their private life in this way. And there's also the bombshell that the lady has been enduring. Jay-Z has been attempting to hide his wandering eye for years, which has been his disaster for far too long. Everything at once for the sake of their family, but even a queen has her boundaries, which it seems she has now crossed. Now, some people are speculating that Diddy may have also had a thing for Bonds since they've seen them cuddling at parties before. And there are even whispers that he attempted to have his shot with her once. Could this have been some kind of scheme to get revenge on Jay-Z? Or maybe Diddy and Jay-Z have been playing around on the... Vaughn just now discovered that they had been lying low for some time. The timing of this leak is quite suspect and may have been holding on to this video for a long, waiting for the right opportunity to release it and make a splash. In any case, the ramifications of this scandal are enormous for years. Jay-Z and Vice have been the royalty of the music business, so this may drastically damage their reputation. Their crowns, and Diddy isn't exactly a slouch either. He has his own image to maintain. But ultimately, the guy, Vaughn, is the one who really has all the power in this situation. She was the one who released the video, and she gets to choose how. When all is said and done, would she support her partner and attempt to patch things up? Or will she throw him to the curb and move on her existence?
And I'm assuming because somebody was paying her to pump Beyonce up so Beyonce could blow up. Because the truth is, that first Beyonce solo record was a mess. It was. That Jam on Your Horn shit from the Austin Powers movie, that shit was a mess. It was whack as fuck. Too many horns. It wasn't properly arranged. She was yelling and screaming, trying to sound like Tina Turner, but sounding like a frustrated man with a high-pitched voice. It was a mess, and y'all know it. That's why they brought Rich Harrison in to do Crazy Right Now. And then that's when Jay-Z entered in. And ever since she's been with Jay-Z, she's been doing great. Sean Carter is amazing at knowing how to put talent together. When he put Kanye and Beyonce together, it was the smartest thing that ever happened for her career. And in my opinion, Kanye is the best producer she ever had. Nobody knows her voice like Kanye knows her voice. Why they're still not making music together, I don't know. I can't speak on that. What I can speak on is that the Migos will never be able to provide the same quality or level of production as Kanye. You know, Scott Storch got her through the door on that first album. And my boy EST, Robert Waller, they wrote them records. He wrote the shit out of Baby Boy. He wrote the shit out of Baby Boy and Me, Myself, and I. You know, and as it evolved and it went away from the Missy Elliott sound and the Scott Storch sound, it went to Kanye. And Kanye did a fabulous job. Let's just keep it a beam. Love on Top. When she did the Frankie Beverly and Maze remake that I recorded before she recorded, but hers came out before mine. I mean, it's cool. But the truth is, That record would have been hot for real if Kanye produced it. Nobody knows her voice like Kanye, period. You know, and Mary J. Blige has been a cheerleader for Beyonce her whole career. But she hates every other chick in the game. Because somebody paid her to. Mary J. Blige should hate Beyonce more than anyone.
This scandal is certain to have some major ripple effects. Consequences in the realm of celebrities, although the past is convoluted. It's essential to comprehending how I predict that this scandal will continue to develop, and the most startling disclosures are yet to come.
I don't know if you've seen this, right? But it was on social media. I think the Shade Room, they posted it. It was a Diddy post that they posted. And Cassie, her husband, left a comment and called Diddy old and fruity. How you feel about him saying that?
I think that him and Cassie be pillow talking. That's his wife. He didn't see. Cassie can't say anything because he made her sign a ND, a non-disclosure. But she can whisper things in her husband's ear. And some of the stuff that she's probably saw had to go through with dude, her husband just speaking on it. He can't say where he got it from. But then again, he gotta know. People gotta know where he got it from. That's his wife. Yes, he's an older guy. He might be a whole lot of fruity too. But Cassie would know that just like Kim knew that.
So you feel like Cassie is the one that's telling her husband stuff behind the scenes about Puffy?
Right. And you gotta realize he was their trainer. He was her trainer before he became her husband. So she may have was telling him stuff way before they was even married. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. So before we get off of this topic, right, because I'm sure people is going to want me to ask you being around Puffy, is there any truth to him being fruity?
I don't know what you mean by really, do I see this man being fruity? Does a man like other men? I think he's brother love. He love other men. Bruh, I can say this, and I'm gonna leave it at that when I say it. And this is not something that, you know, really interests me. It might interest the viewers and everything like that, you know, but they live this weird rock and roll lifestyle where they touchy-feely with each other. And all I could say in situations like that is that if two men lay down, how many fruity men get up?
There have been shockwaves sent through the celebrity world by this scandal that will last for a very long time. Jay-Z. And if this romance comes out to be genuine, Diddy's careers might suffer greatly. What about her relationship with her fiancé? Will she be able to get over this treachery, or will it be the last straw in her already peculiar marriage? Everything will go nuts from here, and everyone will be glued to the screen to see how it all works out. Diddy and Jay-Z could attempt to dismiss it and pretend it never occurred, but the harm has already been done, and their reputations are on the line. And in order to recover from this, they'll need to conduct some serious damage control.
What do I think about Renaissance? I'll tell you what I think about Renaissance, that bitch liar and a witch. She's a liar and a witch. She's sitting there conjuring spells, and all the world is sitting there congratulating her on grooming her daughter. That Blue Ivy child being groomed in front of the whole world and everybody happy about it. For what? And for once, I must agree with Tasha K. That child, you know, she working hard. She just ain't got it. She ain't got it. I done watched 50 damn different video clips of that little girl dancing, and she looks almost as robotic as her mother. Ain't no nothing there. But you know, the stable's getting empty. They gotta fill it up with new talent. Pay thousands of dollars to watch somebody's child get on stage and fail and applaud. Only thing that child is winning when it comes to talent is the Special Olympics. She get an E for effort from me, that's about it. She can't write down a home. I gotta give her that. If you gonna spend thousands of dollars to come see a show, then nigga, let me see a show. She ain't even singing in the show. Like, stiff. Tasha was right. I was gonna mind my business. Well, number one, you know, that's what all Jay-Z and Beyonce father, I don't know. Because Jay-Z ain't that little girl daddy. Why don't y'all believe people when they tell you the truth? Uncle Rhonda told you that's Tata, baby. That's Tata, baby. All them babies Tata, baby. Can't y'all just accept the truth?
Yet you are aware of who is really in control. The fact that she is the one who releases the video and gets to choose what occurs next puts her in a powerful position here. Will she support her partner and attempt to make things work, or will she ignore him and focus only on herself moving forward? The scandal is far from done, but only time will tell. Check back for more juicy information as they become available, since I have a feeling that things will only get stranger from here. Also, don't forget to see our film on the secret recordings that B and Jay-Z's were recently uncovered by the federal authorities may contain the key to unlocking this whole situation. Disorganized situation.